Welcome, friends, families, neighbors, and everyone in our community. As we strive to build a stronger community of understanding and empathy, some of our stories will be difficult for our members. Today we'll be exploring the universal feelings of longing and loss. Please join us as we feel and heal together. Today's book is a fictionalized account drawn from the author's first-hand experience of the incarceration of her brother. This book is called My Brother is Away, and it was written by Sarah Greenwood, illustrated by Louisa Uribe. Sorry about that. My brother is away. My brother doesn't live here. He's far away. Sometimes I stand in his quiet room and pretend he's not really gone. He's only with friends. He'll be home soon. He used to carry me on his shoulders, the thump of his footsteps firm on the road as moonlight brightened our path. The sky stretched above, a field where stars bloomed. Silly goose, he'd say when I tried to reach them. But he always held me steady. "Where's your brother been?" a boy at the bus stop asked. "I haven't seen him around." I want to say he's taking a job, or he's learning to scuba dive, or he's touring the world in a hot air balloon. He's busy, I say. Any lie is easier than the truth. My brother told me stories. Sometimes he'd read them from books. Sometimes they came straight from his head. "Did you know," he'd begin, and I'd snuggle close, cozy as a caterpillar in her cocoon. "I saw your brother on the news," says a girl at school. "He did something bad." I want to fly away, fly so far I can forget what's happened. I want to travel high enough that the earth is only a speck and I'm friends with the moon. Why did my brother do that awful thing? I want to shout at him, "This is all your fault!" I run to my room and slam the door. Wham! I curl up on my bed. The door cracks open. Mama peeks in. Daddy kisses my head. They say we'll see my brother soon. But still, my chest squeezes tight. Together, my brother and I flew my kite. He showed me how to grip the string against the wind's tugging. The kite swooped and sailed, its tail rippling a rippling stream. I stand in the yard and stare at the sky. so big, so empty. Those afternoons feel like a faraway dream. Mama helps me count the days. One morning she asks, "Are you ready?" Daddy drives us the whole world away, down winding roads, over covered bridges and hills, through cloud, dust, and sunshine, past towns and trains. To a building ringed with silver fences. We push inside. We stand in line. Do I look the same? Have I grown since he left? Will my brother remember me? I watch the door. Ready. Finally, I see him. His smile says he's seen me too. There's my silly goose. My brother pulls me close. Did you know I've been waiting for you? Everything is different. Everything is the same. My brother's not home, but his love hasn't changed. I see I'm not the only one whose brother is away. The author concludes her story with a note. For much of my childhood, my brother and I lived apart. He was arrested when I was in first grade and released from prison when I was in eighth. I didn't know anyone with a family like mine. There were times I felt sad. Other times I felt embarrassed. Some days I was angry. Often I was lonely and confused. These feelings were upsetting. Later I learned they were perfectly normal for kids like me. Many families were unable to regularly visit their loved ones in prison, but I was lucky. Several times a year, my family drove nearly 500 miles to spend time with my brother. It took 8 hours to reach him. During visiting hours, we talked, we told stories, and we played card games. We felt like a family again. At the prison, I saw other kids visiting their relatives. For the first time, I realized I wasn't alone. There were other families like mine. If someone you love is in prison, I want you to know you aren't alone. I hope this book feels like a friend. This story was My Brother is Away. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Our Community Heals. I'll see you soon.